So right now, he just measuring 5 inches on both sides from the edge of the windowsill. Now he's about to drill holes into his measurement for him to be able to put in the bracket. It's very simple instruction. Doesn't take a lot of time to complete one window. Alright, so now he's putting in the first anchor in the hole for the nail. Now he's drilling the other hole, which is again and he's putting the other anchor in for the nail, well, screw. Now he's putting in the bracket using that same hole and screwing in the bracket. Make sure that you have the back with the 3 holes facing towards the window. And now he's looking to see if it's lined up. And he just realized that it wasn't lined up. So he has to unloosen the screw to push it back so it could be lined up correctly. Now they are both lined up perfectly.
Alright, now for this part.
So now all he has to do is
gotta
snap
put the bracket
it
in, gotta snap it on.
Into the bracket.
Let's see, I had to lean it down. Gotta lean it down just a little bit.
I'll let him go ahead and speak, and then you should hear the snap portion once he has it in. This is the most difficult part because you can't see. They don't want you to remove the wrap around it, so you can't really see if it's snapping in. This, I would say, is the most
It's a challenge.
difficult
It's definitely a challenge because you can't see
part of it. Hold on, you got too much on this space, this side.
It ain't none on this side, boo.
There you go. It is. There you go. And he's gonna get irritated soon because.
Nah, I ain't gonna get irritated. See, I got it. The key is putting that metal piece right there so I can then push back. So that's the key. Look for the patience.
And then nice, so you can see, so you can snap it.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring it forward a little bit. Make sure it's tight.
He's just making sure it's tight. I guess because when he was trying to snap it, it felt as though it was not screwed on all the way.
I like the play-by-play.
But again, this was the most difficult part with the other one that we completed a
You
few
sure?
hours ago.
Are you sure I can't take this paper off?
No, you can't take the paper off. They tell you specifically not to remove the paper until everything is in place.
Okay.
Until the line is installed, then you are able to remove it, and you can see the instructions right here, specifically in green, where he just had his hand at.
Ooh, I almost had
He
it.
almost had that one.
Okay, this side in. This side in, I think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Again, he's supposed to dip it down, push it to the back, and then snap it up.
Okay.
Looks like he has up. Removing that one. It's gotta snap. You gotta hear it snap.
Don't worry, boo. We can always edit this part.
We're not doing any edits. Disregard what he just said.
Edit. Well, to be realistic then, I guess.
Just want to show the people how it is being installed and what's the most difficult part of the installation. And again, this is the most difficult part of the installation because you can't see the back and he's running blind.
Okay, that side is in. Definitely in. That
He
side.
said that side is in like he did last time and it wasn't in.
What's that, honey?
Example. I heard a snap that time, so he might be right about that. It might be in this time on that side.
There we
you
go.
And now it's definitely in.
Good.
It
Take
didn't
this off.
take that long. The only long portion of this whole video was, again, snapping it into the bracket.
Oh, we gotta take this piece out.
Hold on. So now since it's in, he could remove the package, which he did, and now we just have to
You want to get a close up of that?
set the remote up to make it work, and in order to do that, you just have to remove that and then set it up using the instructions. I hope this video was helpful.
Hold on.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
I wanted to give a shout out review for Yoolax because I was a little concerned about purchasing my Roman shades cordless, online through Amazon, especially through a company in China, but they have been absolutely amazing. I received better customer service than I would have in the US. They responded always, usually in the middle of the night. I wake up the next morning and have a response for them because they're in China. But they bent over backwards to help me. They were always, responsive. When I needed another remote, they sent it right away. Super thumbs up. We absolutely love these roller shades. I cannot speak highly enough about them. Absolutely love them. What I love is, you can hardly even see they're there when you don't want to use them. And then when you want to use them, they work out for black lighting, for blocking the sun, and for privacy. So first I just want to mention, when you measure, just make sure you're measuring exactly where you want them to be. So I didn't want to completely cover the wood trim, but I wanted to make sure that it covered a little bit so that we did have some blackout. So just wherever you measure is where they're going to go. So I kind of did about 1 inch into the trim. And then when you measure the bottom, you don't have to add a ton. I think it said 5 inches on the website. You do not need to do that. But you do want to make sure that you're covering your window. So I've got the remote here, and I'm actually just gonna close them. I've already set my upper limits. It's pretty quiet. We are so happy with them. They're going to close where you set the limit to be. So like if you want your limit to be right there, then it'll stop right there. But of course we've programmed it to be all the way at the bottom of the floor. And then before I end the video, I do want to tell you how to program the shades because it is a little confusing. When your shades come, they may already be paired and they may already work perfectly. If they're not, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how. So there, they just automatically stop right there. And then I can just hit the up button and they'll go all the way up. So when you program your shades for the first time, if the remote doesn't work at all, you're going to need to pair the remote. There's a little button, hopefully I can lift it up to see. It's right up here, right there. And you want to put like a little pen in. And then once you put your pen in, hold it in for a second and it will beep. And then you know that that worked. And then what you want to do is take your remote, and right here is the P2 button. That's going to be the important button. You're going to press the P2 button, and then you're going to press P2 again. So you're going to hit P2 twice to program. And then you're going to hit the down button and this button, the stop button. And then your remote will be programmed to your shade. If for some reason the up button, when you press the up button, the shades go down, or vice versa, just try everything again and make sure that you're always hitting that down button. Now, if you want to set the upper limits, which means you want to be able to hit the up button and it will stop right where you want it to stop, then what you want to do is you want to press the button that I showed you up there in the shade, the manual button. Then you want to press the P2 button right here one time. And then you hit the up button, the P2 button again, the up button, and then you hit the stop button 5 times or until you see the shades jog. Sometimes it's 6. That's why I'm saying that. Then your upper limits will be set. And then to set your lower limits, you want to press the bottom arrow. The shade will go down, and then when it gets to the spot where you like it, then you just keep hitting that stop button 5 or 6 times until the shade jogs. And then once it jogs, your limits will be set. So hopefully this review helped. If you're on the fence, I would absolutely recommend them. I love that you can't even really see them, but they're there for when you need them.
Echo, open the blinds.
Okay.
Echo, lights off.
Okay.
Echo, daylight off.
Okay.
Echo, close the blinds.
Okay.
This is the blackout curtain at around 6 p.m. Indirect sunlight. Pretty quiet, speed adjustable. You can adjust the height because it will come longer than what you measured. This has the Zigbee controller in it. There is a pretty big gap at the top. I might cut down these brackets and make them go farther up and tighten up the gap on the top. But I measured, I could barely get the rail in, and you know, there's still a gap about an inch on each side or half inch on each side. But all in all, it's not bad. That's it. So we have a roller blind outside of our door right here. The light would come in, so we couldn't watch TV or anything like that. So I've got it hung outside underneath the awning up here. And I got it set up to work with Alexa. Can't say that out loud. But now I can tell it to go down, or I can set up a routine. I have it set up with Samsung smart things, or you can do it with Alexa and have it roll up and down. You know, and this one's a 72 inches wide by 70 inches down, and it cools off our door and everything. It's very cool. Definitely going to look at getting more, or whatever, maybe for the outdoor windows, but it definitely cools off the house.
Do I have to stop it?
to the LAPD?
Yeah, I did. And they gave me a colder shoulder than you just did. Look, give me 5 minutes.
That's so quiet.
Scientist to scientist.
You got married.
Yeah, I did. Last year.
Good for you. I mean,
She's actually the one that suggested that I reach out to you.
5 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna. Yeah.
Bada bing, bada bing.
Alright, so now they're all up. So now we're gonna hit this button. Aha! See that? That's pretty cool.
Alexa, let there be light. It's a little louder than I thought it would be, but for the price, it's fine.
Anything from your cohort inside?
Nothing yet.
We gotta figure it out fast. You're shooting a shoot on site. That has a state police.
Yeah.